Hello, everybody. This is Kenneth. I just want to take just a few minutes to talk to you about how to start an exercise routine and how to make it stick. Having had a problem with my weight over the past 10 years or so, um, I went through that same cycle where everybody starts, oh, well, I'm going to diet and I'm going to exercise. And so the diet part, between the diet and the exercise, if one don't get you, the other does, or both, if you were like me, both of them got to you after a while. But I come to realize that there's a right way and a wrong way to start your exercise routine that will make it a whole lot easier on you. Because I found that I was shooting myself in the foot. I'll be honest with you, I was making it so hard that I didn't want to stick to it. And so it became quite a problem of starting and stopping and starting and stopping and just trying so hard to get the weight off and so I actually this past year lost over 100 pounds. So yay, I'll say it for me. But anyways, I wanted to share with you a few of my secrets of the way that I finally managed to get there as far as the exercise goes. You know, I decided to do it smarter, not harder. And so I will tell you, the block that I live on is exactly a half a mile all the way around. So two times around is, of course, a mile. But I actually started out just real slow since I had been pretty lethargic, hadn't had a lot of exercise. I started with the diet first, started losing the weight. I started cutting back on my sugar intake. That caused me to start losing weight pretty rapidly. I was a big drinker, drank a lot of sweet drinks, sweet tea, sweet sodas, you name it. If it was sweet, I drank it. Well, no, that's not true because I don't drink liquor. So some people say that's sweet. I don't know. But um, anyways, I actually, I had gone like a month and a half and had lost a significant amount of weight and I had days where I just didn't feel well. But after like a month and a half of losing a significant amount of weight, I decided, hey, I woke up one morning and I felt so great. I thought, you know what? I finally feel alive. I felt like I was dead, just on the inside. I mean, I didn't want to do nothing. I was so big and everything was such a labor. And, just to get up and get you something out of the kitchen was to get you something to eat or something to drink was, exhausting. So, I became pretty lethargic and just a couch potato and got bigger and bigger and bigger. And so I showed this in one of the other videos. I was up to um, the biggest I ever got, which was confirmed by a doctor, was 437 pounds. But I went a good ways, good few months past that as well. And so I'm pretty sure I got up to close to 450. But anyways, so I first started out with the diet and then cutting the sugar out of my diet. And so the weight began to come off and come off pretty quickly, I might add. And so, so after about a month and a half, I decided, hey, I woke up one morning. I thought, oh, I feel so great. I feel alive. Oh my God. And I even slept well that night. I mean, and I was so big before I just couldn't sleep well. I would, of course, I started snoring and stuff, and of course, all that fat begins to, inhibit your breathing at night, and so that inhibits your sleeping patterns, and they're more broken, and so, anyways, but I did. I woke up one day and I said, "Oh my God, I feel fantastic. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to get out and just enjoy life for the first time in a very long time." And so I actually, I live right across the street from open water, in the Cove area of Panama City, and so it's very scenic. We have Spanish oak trees dripping with Spanish moss in my neighborhood, and so it's very scenic. Lots of squirrels and animals and ducks and geese and egrets and blue herons and all these waterfowl that that you normally see when you go to the coast. So, anyways, I just started walking. I had the desire to do it. I wanted to do it. And so I started out, but I made up my mind. And this is where I said this becomes, people kind of, all of a sudden, inspiration will hit them. And yes, I'm going to lose all this weight and I'm going to get it. And so they hit the ground running. And that's where the problem comes in because you know what? And I realized this after so many attempts at trying to lose weight and trying to get into an exercise routine. I literally, I would just race out there and I'd go as far and as long, and I'd exercise just as hard as I could and as long as I could. And that didn't last usually a week because it was such torture. I didn't want to do it. So I came up with another plan. Let's ease your way. Yes, ease your way into a routine. So I said, you know what? I walked one time around, which was a half a block or a half a mile, and I felt great. Could have gone another block or another time around, a couple times around, maybe even 3 times around. But I said, no, I'm not, because actually exercise becomes addicting. After about 30 days, the addiction process kicks in, and so you find yourself wanting to exercise. So I decided to do it gradually and ease my way into it. So I would walk around. So for the first half month, I just walked one time around the block, half a mile. Well, after that, so I thought, oh, great, I've made it past my 7-day, because 7 days is usually whenever I ain't doing this no more. I hate this. Who wants to exercise? And of course, the other thing is you make it as easy as you can on yourself. Get yourself some really good shoes before you start, because if your feet hurt, you're not going to want to do it. You're going to look for excuses to quit. So you've got to shoot down those excuses before you even start. You say, oh, if your feet hurt, get you some nice new shoes, ones that feel like you're walking on, make you feel like you're walking on a cloud. You know what? So that way you're not finding ways to defeat yourself mentally and finding reasons to quit, about the time you get started. And so that's what I did. And so, you know what? I eased my way into a regular exercise routine. And so then after like a half a month, I kicked it up. I kicked it up to 2 times around. I could have kicked it up further, but I said, no, I'm still going to ease my way into a regular, every day, or at least 5 times a week. I was doing it every day, but you can do it however you choose to do it. You can, do it 5 days and have weekends off, however you want to do it. But ease your way into it. Make it as easy on yourself as possible until you begin to get addicted to it. I promise you, you really will get addicted to it. How do you know when you're addicted? Because even when you go on vacation, you want to go exercise. That's how I realized I'm addicted to working out and exercising now, is because, when I went on vacation, I actually went for a 4-mile walk. I just down through the center of town, so it does become addicting. Exercise does. And so I'd rather be addicted to exercise than be addicted to sugary drinks. So anyways, and I covered that in my other video. So if you haven't seen me talking about how people are very easily addicted and are becoming addicted to sugar, how the food companies are setting you up for failure, how they don't care about your health. They don't care that the majority of people, I think the statistic was 1 out of 3 by the year 2050 will have type 2 diabetes in America, which is alarming. It's really alarming. They are out to get you. They don't care about your health. They don't care if you die early. They just want your money. And they're not just targeting you, they're targeting your kids. So you know what? I highly recommend you go back and listen to the other video, the previous video that I made about how these food companies are putting more sugar in foods than they did 10 years ago, because they know how addicting sugar is. And if they can get you hooked, then they'll keep making their millions and billions, and you know what? And you'll just get sicker and sicker until you die. And so, you know what? I don't want them to succeed in that. So, you know what? That's the reason why I want to make these videos, to help people understand, because I've done the research. I know what they're doing. I looked at the statistics. And so, we've got to be smarter than them. They don't, they think we're just a bunch of dumb bumpkins, and don't know any better. And of course, I was a dumb bumpkin for a while. I didn't know any better. I didn't know sugar was addicting. I'd heard people say it every once in a while, but I never really give it much thought, but when I realized that was the source of my weight issue, then I began to smarten up. And so that's another reason why I just want to help people. If you get a chance, watch this video, share this video on Facebook, please. Let's help spread the word, because if you can cut the sugar out of your diet, I guarantee you're going to lose some weight, and of course, according to every person, it varies, so, I really believe that you'll lose the weight. And I can't promise it, but I'm sure if I could, I would promise it. But, I'm pretty sure that you will. But, there are no guarantees in life, as they say. But anyways, so that being said, ease your way into an exercise routine. Don't make it hard on yourself. Don't get out there and run amok and just go whole hog, the very first day, because you're not going to want to do it for, you probably won't make it past the week. I'm sorry to say, but you know what? If you ease your way into it, make it as easy as you can and literally and gradually bump it up. Go, just start out slow. Bump it up after 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. You make the decision. When is the time, the most perfect time for you to bump it up to the next level, so you don't plateau, so the weight keeps coming off. And so I guarantee you, like I said, for me, I tried starting exercise routines, and it was so hard for me. I tried when I was at my biggest, and I couldn't make it to the corner, which is 3 houses up, without assistance from my roommate. And so that's really sad. I mean, I could walk to the corner and back, 3 houses up and back, and that was it. But then, God really helped me. I mean, I really kind of feel like God helped me realize, hey, sugar is your problem. You're addicted, and so for that first month and a half, I began to cut sugar out, or I started tapering down drastically on my sugar intake, and the weight began to just fall off me like crazy. And I wasn't even exercising. So anyways, but, I do hope that you succeed. I'm rooting for you. I'd like to see everybody, especially the United States, because, the United States is a very obese country as countries go. I mean, we probably have more obesity, than any other country in the world, and which is a sad, sad fact. But anyways, I hope you like this video. If you do, like it. If you hate it, let me know. If you like it, let me know. If you hate it, I'll respond to pretty much any comments. So anyways, maybe we can lose weight together. Okay. And so anyways, God bless you, and I'll talk to y'all again soon.